The next step is to build the back panel. So you're going to take your 6 daisy square panel and we're going to add a border of half double crochet around. And when you're done, it's going to look like this. So get your yarn, make a slip knot, and we're going to attach anywhere you want. Chain 1, and then work a half double crochet in each stitch around. Continue working your half double crochets around. When I get to the corners here, I just go straight into that corner. Just kind of depends on the stitch. That's what it looks like so far. I do like to crochet right over the ends so that there's less to weave in. So when you're done, it's going to look like this. And at this point, you're going to take your Bible and you're going to line it up, line this back panel up over the top of your Bible. Now, this one here is made from acrylic, and the stitches are a bit tighter on this one. So if we look at it from the top down, you do see the Bible cover all the way around. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to do another row of half double crochet around. So I started doing the half double crochet around a second time, but I think it's going to end up being too big. So I decided to do single crochet around, and that's going to increase the size just a little bit, but not as much as a second row of half double crochet. Okay, so I finished my row of single crochet, and now it fits perfectly on the Bible. I'm also continuing to do the half double crochet border on this turquoise one, and I do want to remind you that when you get to the corners, to work 2 half double crochets in the corners. So when you've made it all the way back to the beginning, you're going to slip stitch into the first half double crochet, cut your yarn, weave in your ends. Okay, so this is what the turquoise back panel looks like. And if we compare the purple one to the turquoise one, they are pretty even. Even though I had to add an extra row of single crochet to the purple one. So that just kind of depends on the size of your Bible. Next, we're going to make the front flap. So I just wanted to show you, this is the back, and the front flap goes right over the top. So that's the part that we're going to do next. It's going to end up looking like this. And these rows here of the half double crochet, that's where it folds over the side of the Bible. Like this. So this is the side. Okay, so take your 3 daisy square panel, and we're going to start in the top left corner. So go get your yarn, make a slip knot, and then start in the top left corner. And I'm actually going to start 1 stitch back. Chain 1, and we're going to half double crochet all the way around, working 2 half double crochets in each corner. So keep going and I'll meet you back here when I've finished the half double crochets. So I'm at the end of my row. That's where I stopped. I'm going to chain one, turn, and then continue half double crocheting back the other way. So I'm going to continue adding rows back and forth until the half double crochet part measures 2 inches wide, or however wide your Bible is. And it's going to look like that when we're done. Once you've reached the size that you want, cut the yarn, fasten off, and weave in the ends. Now that you have your back panel and your side flap panel, we're going to seam them together, and it will end up looking like this when it's put together. Okay, so you're going to get your yarn needle and a long piece of yarn, and we're going to seam these two panels together. I did go ahead and add a couple stitch markers just to keep the work from moving around. So starting at this corner, I'm going to start at this stitch, which is a little below that corner. And remember, I'm just working in the outer legs of each stitch. And then I'll go back through the next stitch, but just the outer leg. And then look at the other side and grab the outer leg of the stitch that matches up. And then go to the one next to it. And then grab the stitch on the other side. So we're just going back and forth just like we did with the granny squares. And you can use a different seaming method if you like. So just keep going. So I wanted to show you this. So this is where I have the stitch marker holding these two stitches together, but you can see that I only have one stitch left on this side, but two on this side. So I'm going to continue onto the next stitch here and the next stitch here. But when I come back, I'll go through that same stitch that I've already gone through. So it makes your zigzag a little off, but that is okay. When we go back through it the opposite direction, it'll even out. I have seamed it together in going in one direction. So you can see that the seams look zigzaggy. So I'm going to go back the other direction. So wherever I see a mountain, I go up the left side and then down the right side. So here's a little mountain. Go up the left side and down the right side. This is what the seam looks like after going back through a second time.